Barry, you called it right. You said 10 days ago Rangers will appoint a new manager in time for the campaign starting again. What do you feel then, the Belgian Phillipe Clement?
Yeah, obviously I've done my homework and looked up what he's achieved since he became a manager. You've mentioned at the start of the show, Paul, he won a championship with Genk, 2 with Bruges, obviously moved on to Monaco, finished in 3rd place. The second season didn't go according to plan, but he's got the experience. But again, you just need to wait and see how he does, because it's this group of players that have, let's be honest, have underperformed big time. Is he going to get a kick out of them? So hopefully come Saturday we'll see that. But I think he knows he's got a big job in his hands. But like any Rangers fan, I'll be desperate to see him do well. And I think it was important that the club acted as quickly as they could. They went through a thorough process. I like the fact that they went to an ex-manager and player in Graham Souness. They obviously done a bit of homework. So they've decided on Phillipe Clement. And now hopefully he can start bringing a bit of success back to Rangers.
3.5-year deal, Mark. That has been the case in recent years. The problem for Rangers is too many managers in recent years and not enough success.
Yeah, but Paul, there needs to be patience with this guy. You know, if they've gone through a thorough process, which they have, this is John Bennett and James Bisgrove's man. Michael Beale wasn't. So they've got to stand by their man. And there has to be, whether they like it or not, there has to be a realisation from the Rangers board and the Rangers supporters that they are behind Celtic, and this can't be a quick fix unless Celtic go into an absolute state of collapse on the park and off the park, which doesn't seem likely. They need to give this guy a couple of windows to go and get it right. But what he does have in his favour, Paul, he's got a League Cup semi-final next month and potentially a cup final in December the 17th. If you can tick that box, you're off to an absolute flyer. And then after that, what Michael Beale's biggest downfall was, he couldn't beat Celtic. You've got to go and beat Celtic as quick as you can. I think, you know, and make a title race of it. But give this guy a chance. You can't keep changing your manager every 10, 11, 12 months. Can't be done. It will get you nowhere. And beyond that, the other structure, other important parts of the football club need to be sorted as well, because it's not just all about who the manager is. He needs a strong team behind him. Backroom staff, recruitment, director of football, whatever it's going to be. There needs to be a proper structure put in place.
Stephen van der Heyden came with him yesterday, didn't he? Flew in to Glasgow. Barry, if you were speaking to him today or tomorrow, what would you say? If you had one piece of advice to give to the new Rangers manager, what would it be?
Start winning as quickly as possible. It's pretty basic. He'll understand the demands that are put on him straight away. And the Rangers fans going to the game this Saturday at Ibrox, I'll be demanding that he gets 3 points. It'll be interesting to see the way he plays. I've looked into it a bit. His playing style's pretty similar to what Michael Beale's were in terms of his fullbacks. That's where he gets his width from. But he plays a really, really high defensive line, and that's something that I think in the past defensively Rangers have struggled at times. Have lost a lot of sloppy goals. He was a centre half himself in his playing days, so I would imagine that first and foremost they'll be hard to score against. But listen, the proof will be in the pudding, Paul, when the football kicks off. And I think he knows that he needs to get off to a pretty quick start. But he can't do anything in terms of bringing people in until January. And then I don't think he would have took the job, Paul, if I'm being honest with you, if he wasn't going to be able to bring in, whether it's loans or whether doing a bit of ducking and diving in the transfer market. I don't think he would have took the job, because I think every manager likes to bring his own people in terms of on the playing side. So I'll be really interested to see how he kicks off his campaign in Saturday. But look, I'm sure every Rangers fan that goes to the game on Saturday will be right behind him, because it's been a tough period for Rangers in terms of trophies. There's not been enough trophies won, Paul, and that's one thing that Phillipe Clement will need to start doing quickly. And as Mark pointed out, he's got a brilliant opportunity. He's got a semi-final next month at Hampden. They need to make sure they're in that final, and they need to make sure December the 17th that trophy's coming back to Ibrox.